right. End of the day on the SMLRO, and we're sitting at, oh sorry, my camera, I gotta tighten this up a little bit more. So give you an update, the seat is still squeaking. I'm gonna try, before I swap it out, I am gonna try to oil it. So there's that. I'm in cruise control mode. Just kind of set this differently, bear with me. Okay, let's do 4. Okay, so now we're gonna pedal. Yeah, it's a shame because in general the bike is pretty quiet, but the seat squeaks. I fixed the pedals, as you can tell, and I'm very happy. Those seems to be working well. There's no weird bending. Yeah, and I'm in a higher gear right now. That's why I'm having to pedal a little hard. Pedal assist is 4. And that is one thing that I noticed different about this bike, and I think it's actually kind of cool because it does make you exercise greater than you typically would, and it's not a bad thing. It doesn't just immediately respond. Just because I turn the pedals, it doesn't immediately take off. Like some of the other e-bikes that I've tried, the moment you move that sensor past. By the way, look at everything they're doing here. Sorry, there's like a ton of stuff going on. They're like regrading the entire drainway or spillway. I'm gonna tighten my camera, sorry. Just gonna have to deal with this floppy camera work. I hope it's not vibrating too much. Anyway, so back to the way this pedal assist is. It waits a little bit. It makes you pedal, you know, and kind of you have to put some muscle in it, and then eventually it eases into it. It kind of slowly turns it on, and then once it's on, and then if you pedal more, you're helping it more, and if you don't, you don't. Like right now, I'm having to pedal more, even though I'm in 4th. Now it's kicking in. Now it's helping me. So I had to put some effort and energy into it. Like I said, I don't think it has torque sensing. It's just kind of like a poor man's torque sensing, if you will. I don't think they went to all the effort of doing full-blown torque sensing, which is a weird sentence. I don't know. So, what else? We got the bell. I posted that. Love the new bell. Because in comparison, you can't hear that maybe as well as I can, but trust me, that you're not going to make a lot of friends on the trail. Put it in cruise control mode, hold that for 5 seconds, and there, you see the little C? It's filmed in 360, almost swallowed a bug. There, it's now C, we're cruising. So that'll allow me to hold the camera a little better. Okay, and if I apply the brakes, it cancels the cruise control. So they put safety in. It's not too crazy. I don't think there's a limiter. See, like if I stand up, there's no squeaking. See that? Nice and quiet. That's how it will be. I'm going to try to oil the seat a little bit so it doesn't squeak as much, the springs. I don't know if that'll actually work. We'll see. Should probably maybe a little grease or something. I just don't have any. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can pass this guy a little bit here. Soft bell. Nobody knows how I passed. You can't tell. It's like a special secret. Okay. What else? Oh yeah, the computer. I forgot to check that when I did my commute. But it has, like, right now that it's on, if I press M, oh, this video is going to be jacked up, I can tell. If I press M, it'll toggle through. Right now I've gone 46 miles on the bike. This is telling me, what is this telling me? It's like real time. Okay, it's miles per hour. Oh, this is a trip meter. So it's telling me the real time speed and then how many miles on this particular trip since I powered it up. That's kind of cool. This is time. How much how much time, hours, so like a minute. I've been commuting, and that seems about right. A minute, that'll continue to go. And it shows me the speed as well, and I'm in cruise control. There's that. Next, it is trip max. So this is the max speed that I've gone on this trip so far, and I've done 1.7 miles. So that's kind of cool too. At the end of the trip you can go, what was my max speed? Kind of cool. Next, trip the average. So it gives you the average is 13.6 miles, and the miles per hour, I can get this all out, and 1.8 miles total, and then back to the original. And we're going to slow down. Now the battery life is great. I've just tapped into, if you pan down, you'll see it. I got to slow down, there's a bike coming. Oh yeah, that's the other thing, the brakes. I still have to, I need to tune the brakes. We're just gonna start out slowly. See, I'm in a high gear, and it's not just giving it to me, it's like, no, you gotta work for it. Okay, so yeah, the battery life is awesome. It's only done like one little tick mark. And like I said, last time when I tested it, I was able to go to and from work once, then going to work one more time, and then that was it. It basically kind of ran out. It was just getting a little too low. So a total range of about 21 to 22 miles, I would say, on a single charge. So the battery up here. I would say the complaints so far, if I were to buy this thing brand new, I'd recommend immediately change the pedals, and hopefully you can change them before something strips. And if you do, then you're already ahead of the game. And then the other is the seat's a little squeaky. Okay, and then the next one, downside is probably going to be the brakes. It looks like that's the rear brake. I got to see what that is. It's kind of funny. As I'm describing all this, I'm like, well, isn't that the whole bike? You know, the funny part is the electric pieces on this thing are great. I'm going to bounce it up to 5. There we go, max speed 5. Going uphill. So, no, it's not the whole bike. Like, it's not a throwaway. Like I said, even when I had that problem where I ran out of batteries and the pedal fell off, my wife came and picked me up. It was super easy to fold. You just fold it in half, threw it in the back of a Mazda 3. Fit perfectly, no issues. You know, it's $550. Now, if you can get them, because that's the other thing I saw too, where it's a limited supply. If you go to the main domain in China, you'll see where they have variations of this bike. Like, they got a slightly newer, cooler looking one. It's very similar with the controllers here.